today. And now we are joined by Professor Salman Singh, Director and CEO, AIMS Bhopal. We welcome Professor Salman. Thanks for joining us today in the inaugural of second day of APEC India Digital Empowerment Meet and Awards. Second is completely dedicated to healthcare. And we welcome you. Over to you. Your thoughts on building digital infrastructure for a better and connected healthcare system.
Thank you, Savikji. Thank you very much. And I must, compliment my previous speaker. I came to know that, during he was talking that he is also a doctor. I could make it out that many of the doctors, they have become IAS, so definitely they are doing quite well in the bureaucracy. So he narrated most of the achievements and the good points. I was also, fascinated always, in fact, KP Singh Devji, uh, T.S. Singh Devji. So, his talk is always very, fascinating. So he talks about his state, but also he gives overview of the country and how we can, modern science can contribute in that. Dr. Arun very rightly, mentioned some of the, major aspects and major benefits of the digital India or digitization. To begin with, we know that about 10 years back, even our honorable courts, they also used to say that, without prescription and ink signatures, no medicine should be distributed and no patient should take, no chemist should, dispense the medicines. But now the same courts and now law of land now these days that telemedicine, particularly during the COVID time, it became a game changer, because most of the even the courts also they said that extend help to patients through telemedicine, and all AIMS and many of the other INI they also started counseling the patient, because when we were having the COVID, almost whole hospitals they were converted into COVID. Then other patients like cancer and those who were chronic disease and they were in the follow-up, they were totally out and they were not knowing what to do. So even courts came to our rescue, and then they allowed the all doctors to consult them, to prescribe the medicines and manage the patient telemedicine. So that was, I think, a major deviation from our understanding which we used to have a long back. Digitization, we all know that there are some inherent benefits or advantages, including the minimum errors, manual errors we all have, whether it is on in the basis of writing, somebody writes in different way, then register is lost, then register, the smudging of the writing and that kind of all things. So digitization, once it is done, that is permanent record, and then obviously in the particular language anybody can read and utilize this. So digitization becomes very important. It is uniform, universal, and this is preserved for the time we don't know, that maybe for hundreds and thousands of years. We yet to know that how many years it can be preserved or not preserved. So that is definitely very important, and this has multifaceted implications not only in the healthcare, but it has social aspect. So also, because we realized this during the COVID time. COVID was not a medical problem only; it was a social, it was a economic, it was a aviation and everything, what not. So it impacted all aspect of our life. So it became a national problem or global problem, not a health problem. Not only WHO, the World Bank, everybody was concerned. So obviously you can collate the data, and you can share with the economic platforms, the other as I said, civil aviation or surface transport, and the home department and all these things. So this kind of things, the data, once it is created, it is it can be reproduced in on the one touch, is good enough to transport from one place to another. So it has many advantages, and obviously, as I said, the examples Dr. Arun very nicely made, that is CoWIN is one, and another is Arogya Setu. So definitely These are worldwide very, very, highly appreciated. We know that CoWIN is not only India, but many. I was just, as per maybe I'm not updated, but till last 24 hour, I know till yesterday, CoWIN has been, utilized and has been shared to other countries also by government of India. So that is making a big, help to other countries also. So it is, I can say that it is a great success of Indian scientists they have made. So that is there. The digital data is also making a great stride in the drug delivery, because these days we know that whether it is a remdesivir or it is a amphotericin B or any other drug, these drugs they were having real problem, and now the government of India, Ministry or Department of Pharmaceuticals, they have also digitized all these. So the manufacturer, they will send the lot number and how much production in that particular they have made, and this data will be converted, and the allocation of the drugs, because the demand and supply is not in balance. So demand is more, supply is less. So now DOP is allocating lot wise to various institutes. So this is also possible only because of digitization of the data. Otherwise, this was just not possible by if this was not a digital one. So this kind of things they are really making significant role. The real-time data, as I was saying, Arogya Setu and the ICMR portal, which was created, we were doing at one point of time when it was the corona was on peak, several lakhs of tests, and it was just humanly impossible to analyze the whole data manually. And so this was only because of digital, platform this was done, and every day every report was going to the top office, that is Prime Minister's office. So these are the something which unbelievable, 25 years, 30 years back, nobody thought of, and then this is possible because of the digital platforms only. As Dr. Arun also said, I would like again to say that about the National Digital Health Mission. This is, I think, I was fortunate to have discussions in some of the meetings, and some suggestions I also shared in some meetings. So I can say that there were, in earlier stage, there were some concerns that, privacy and all these things, and then the repeat versions or the other final version has taken shape, and all the concerns of the people, those who were concerned about that, if the data is stored, which is obviously very, very personal data of the health, if somebody can take or cheat or, can by unfair means, can somebody can take for the matrimonial purposes or divorce purposes or criminal purposes, or indulging somebody in false cases, that kind of thing. So now I think Health Mission has taken it very seriously, and all these issues they have been taken care. So there is a flexibility in the digital platforms of this technology. These days, the softwares can be designed as per your wishes, as per your needs, and then they can be protected, they can be opened, they can be restricted, and they can be, all kinds of things are permissibility or non-permissibility. They are, feasible, and so therefore I think I don't see any, reason that, the future of not only India, the whole world is looking forward that, digitization is the time, technology, and I think we look a great future in the digitization and digital world. And I am sure that we talked only as far as the health issues are concerned, because today we are talking only on health, but I can say that digital world, digitization of the data is having us, impact on all spheres of our life. So with that, I think, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and sharing my views. I am sure that digitization is a great achievement. The innovation last 20-30 years, it has taken place, and it is going to change the whole world in coming 20-25 years.
Thank you so much, Professor Sarman Singh, Director and CEO AIIMS Bhopal, for shedding some light on your views on how digital interventions are helping in the upgradation of digital infrastructure. You talked about how CoWIN app and the website is actually being the game changer with technology being used at its peak. You also talked about how digital data has been used for drug delivery, digitization of records, and digitalization of the entire workflow of healthcare, which was a need of the hour. It has been done, and also, as you said rightly, that in next 5-10 years, future looks quite bright in terms of building that robust, resilient healthcare infrastructure for future. Thank you so much for joining us today in the inaugural of second day of APEC India Digital Empowerment Meet and Awards. This day is completely focused on healthcare, and we are lucky and honored to have you with us in the inaugural